What if the words you speak, the music you listen to, and the natural sounds around you could shape not only your mind, but also your physical body and the world around you? And what if the key to understanding this connection wasn't just about what we hear or say, but could be demonstrated by something as simple and essential as water? Does water have memory? Could it reveal the hidden power of words and sound? Get ready to dive deep, no snorkels needed, into this fascinating topic. And guess what? I'm joined by Hugo, my AI buddy, to help break it all down. Trust me, he's got some seriously mind-blowing insights, even if his sense of humor is still in beta.
Yeah, so we've got some sources that talk about water crystals changing based on words, and we've got some stuff on plants seeming to respond to music, and even some ancient theories about how sound was used to build these massive structures.
Yeah, like the pyramids.
God,
Crazy stuff.
I know, right? It's going to be quite the journey.
It is. We're going to be going through science and history and spirituality.
Oh, wow. A little bit of everything.
Yeah, connecting all those dots. Hopefully we'll all be able to see the world around us in a whole new light.
I am definitely ready for a new perspective.
Good.
So where do we even begin with all of this? This idea of words and sound and the power that they hold.
Well, I think a good place to start might be with energy, frequency, and vibration. Okay.
You know Nikola Tesla?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That guy. He had some pretty interesting things to say. One of my favorites is, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So that kind of sets the stage for us here.
Okay, I'm intrigued, but I'm not really seeing the connection here between energy, frequency, vibration, and this power of words and sound.
Well, everything in the universe is made up of energy vibrating at different frequencies.
Okay.
Right. I mean, that includes words and sounds, too.
Okay, yeah.
Think about it. When we speak, what's happening? Our vocal cords are vibrating.
Right.
And that creates sound waves that travel through the air carrying energy with them.
So there's more to words than just you know what they mean. There's like an actual physical force behind them.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
It's powerful stuff. Now, if we go back in time a little bit, way back, the Gospel of John starts with, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God."
Wow. Right. I mean, that really highlights this creative power that's within words. It even echoes this creation story in Genesis, where God literally speaks the universe into existence. Let there be light, and boom, there was light.
It really makes you think about the power of our own words, right?
It does.
Like, it's not just a saying. Words can really have a big impact.
Exactly. You know, Proverbs 18.21 even says, the tongue has the power of life and death. I mean, that's deep. Words can be used to heal and inspire, but they can also be used to, wound and destroy. It's a powerful reminder to choose our words carefully.
Absolutely. It's like a huge responsibility.
Yeah.
What we say both to ourselves and to others.
Yeah.
So we've been talking about this ancient wisdom, but is there anything like modern scientific evidence that backs up any of this?
Yeah, so there's some really interesting research out there. There was this experiment done by a guy named Dr. Masaru Emoto.
Okay.
And he exposed water to different words, both positive and negative. And the results were pretty remarkable. Water exposed to words like love and gratitude formed these beautiful symmetrical crystals. But when it was exposed to like hate or anger, the crystals became all distorted and chaotic.
Wait, so you're telling me that words can literally change the structure of water?
That's what this experiment seems to show.
That's wild.
Yeah. And, our bodies are about 60% water, right?
Yeah.
So if words can have this impact on water outside of us, imagine what they could be doing to the water within us.
That's incredible. Are you suggesting that what we think and what we say could actually be shaping our internal environment and maybe even our health?
It's a fascinating possibility.
Definitely.
And it brings us to sound.
Okay.
Which, words is a form of energy. It's vibration that travels through matter.
So if words can impact us like that, could music do the same thing?
There's a definite link there. I mean, think about how a calming melody can, relax you.
Yeah.
Or a fast-paced song can, energize you. But it goes beyond how music makes us feel. It can actually have tangible effects on living organisms like plants even.
Yeah, I've heard of farmers playing music to their crops, and they say they get amazing results. Is there any science behind that?
There is. There's a whole field of study called plant bioacoustics that's looking into this. And researchers are finding that specific frequencies of sound can actually stimulate plant growth.
Really?
Yeah, and even affect how they take in nutrients and water.
So plants are literally listening.
In a way, yeah, they're responding to the vibrations. They found that sound can influence the behavior of stomata. You know those tiny pores on plant leaves that control water and gas exchange?
Okay, yeah.
Well, sounds like birdsong or even rustling leaves can signal those pores to open or close, which helps the plant thrive.
Wow. It's like they're dancing to the music of nature.
I love that. It's beautiful. Right? And we're made of water too, right?
Right, yeah.
So if plants are reacting like this to sound, it makes you wonder, could the sounds we hear be affecting our bodies in similar ways?
That is a really good question. I mean, we know that certain sounds can like totally affect our well-being. I mean, think about like meditation music and how it can like calm your nerves and reduce stress and make you feel all peaceful.
Right. Or how the sound of nature can make you feel more relaxed and grounded.
Right, exactly. There's definitely something to that.
Absolutely. And there's even some more targeted sound therapy out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, using specific frequencies like binaural beats
Okay.
or 432 hertz music. And they say it resonates with our body's natural rhythms.
It seems like we're really just starting to scratch the surface of all this, like all this potential of sound to heal and influence our lives. It really makes you wonder about ancient cultures and how they may have perceived and used the power of sound.
And that is the perfect transition to what we're going to talk about next, because there are some really cool theories about sound being used in ways that we can barely even imagine today. Especially when you look at ancient mysteries, like how the heck did they build the pyramids?
Okay, you're saying they might have used sound to move those massive stones?
Hmm.
Come on, how is that even possible?
I know, right? It sounds crazy.
It does.
It's a fringe theory for sure, but some researchers think that the ancient Egyptians might have used chants or harmonics to manipulate gravity or create resonant frequencies that made it easier to move those giant stones.
Wow. That is mind-blowing. Kind of reminds me of that story of Curl Castle in Florida. Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
This guy, Edward Leeds Skellnan, he single-handedly moved and carved these huge coral blocks.
Oh, yeah.
And he kind of hinted that he had rediscovered the secrets of the ancient Egyptians, and people think it could have involved sound.
Yeah, it's fascinating, isn't it? And there are even stories about Tibetan monks using sound levitation to move heavy objects.
What?
Yeah.
That's wild. So are these all just like crazy stories, or is there actually something to this?
That's the fun part. We don't really know for sure, but the possibilities are pretty exciting. It seems like ancient cultures might have understood the power of sound in ways that we're only just starting to rediscover.
Okay, so we've talked about how words and sounds affect water, and they might even be influencing plant growth and, heck, maybe even moving giant stones. But how about us? Like, how can we harness this power in our own lives?
Well, one really powerful tool is using I am affirmations.
Okay.
By repeating these positive statements like I am strong or I am capable, we can start to shift our mindset and our energy.
So it's like we're programming our own reality with our words.
Exactly.
That's powerful.
It is powerful. The phrase I am, it's like a declaration to our mind and body about what we want to embody. It's about aligning our thoughts with the energy we want to attract.
This is all starting to make so much sense.
Yeah.
But we can't forget the other side of that.
What do you mean?
Like if words have the power to heal and uplift, they can also hurt and harm.
That's a really good point, and it's true. Proverbs reminds us that words have energy and power with the ability to help, to heal, to hinder, to hurt, to harm, to humiliate, to humble, to motivate, to encourage.
Wow. It's a lot.
Yeah.
So we have this responsibility to choose our words wisely,
Always.
both for our own sake and for the sake of others.
Absolutely.
So where do we go from here? Like what's next in our little exploration of the power of words and sound?
Let's think about that. Well, we've talked about music and spoken words, but there's actually another dimension to all this whole sonic landscape, and it's something that I think is worth exploring, the power of natural sounds. Nature itself has this healing effect on us, like our bodies and minds.
Oh yeah, for sure. Just thinking about the sound of rain or the wind in the trees, it instantly makes me feel more relaxed. Like, is there a reason for that? Is it just in my head?
It's not just in your head. Researchers have found that nature sounds can actually reduce stress, improve your sleep, even help you heal faster.
Whoa.
Yeah. Studies have shown that these sounds can lower blood pressure, ease anxiety, and they can even boost your brain power, improve cognitive function, they call it.
Huh. It's like we're hardwired to respond to the sounds of nature.
Yeah. It's like our bodies are in tune with nature's rhythms, and it kind of connects back to what we were saying earlier about stomata and plants. If sound can affect those tiny pores on plants, Imagine what it could be doing to similar structures in our own bodies.
Whoa. Yeah, that's a trippy thought. So you're saying our skin, our cells, everything is kind of like vibrating in response to the sounds around us?
Yeah. Think about it. We're constantly surrounded by these vibrations, these sound waves, and they're interacting with us on a physical level. It really changes how you think about sound.
Definitely does. So we've touched on the ancient mysteries and the modern science, but is there anything else? What other ways are people tapping into this power of sound?
Well, there's a whole movement of sound-based healing practices that are getting more and more popular these days.
Oh yeah, like sound baths. I've heard of those, but never tried one.
Mm.
What is that exactly?
It's basically this immersive experience. So you're bathed in these sound waves, and these sound waves are created by things like gongs and singing bowls and chimes. And the idea is that those vibrations can rebalance your energy, clear blockages, and just help you
It
relax.
sounds like a sonic massage for your soul.
Ah.
It's pretty amazing
Sure.
to think about all these different aspects of sound and how they all connect. It's like a big web. How can we start to understand the power of sound, like in a holistic way?
That's the key, isn't it? It's about seeing how everything's connected. We started talking about water crystals, then we went to ancient sound technology, and now we're here. But everything's pointing to this one idea. Sound is powerful, and we're surrounded by it all the time. It's everywhere.
It's like we're swimming in this ocean of vibration.
Exactly.
And every word, every song, every sound just creates a ripple in that ocean.
Yeah, and we're not just passively floating in it, we're actively shaping it. Every sound we make contributes to the whole thing.
It's a pretty wild thought if you really stop and think about it.
It is. It's pretty amazing.
So where do we go from here? Like, how do we take all of this and actually do something with it? How can we harness the power of sound in our everyday lives?
Well, there are a lot of things you can do, like try listening to more nature sounds, or check out binaural beats, or 432 hertz music.
Okay,
You could even try a sound bath. It's all about finding what works for you.
right. What feels good.
Exactly.
And we can't forget about the spoken word either,
Yeah.
right? Like, how can we use our words in a way that benefits us and the people around us?
It starts with awareness. Just pay attention to the words you use, both to yourself and when you're talking to others. Notice how different words make you feel
Hmm.
and how they affect the people around you. It's subtle, but it's there.
It's about making that choice to use words that are going to lift people up, inspire them, not bring them down.
Exactly. And remember, your words, they're a reflection of what's going on inside of you. So by changing your language, you can actually change your thoughts, your beliefs, even your reality.
Wow, that's really powerful.
It is. It's more powerful than we often realize. We have this amazing ability to shape our experiences.
Yeah, just by focusing on certain sounds and words.
It's incredible, isn't it?
It is. This has been such an interesting journey. I feel like I'm seeing the world in a whole new way now.
Me too. It's amazing how much there is to discover about these unseen forces that are shaping our world.
And we're not even done yet. We still have more to explore. So we've been on this wild journey exploring the power of words and sound. It's been pretty mind-blowing, wouldn't you say?
It really has. We've covered so much ground. I mean, we started with Tesla and energy, frequency, and vibration, right?
Okay.
And then we talked about how words can actually change the structure of water. And then we got into how sound can affect living things.
Yeah. And let's not forget those ancient mysteries, like using sound to build the pyramids. Coral Castle. Come on, that stuff is crazy. It really makes you wonder what else is out there. What other secrets are we missing?
Right. It really does make you think. But I think the biggest takeaway from all of this is that if sound and words can have this much of an impact on the world around us, just imagine the power we have within ourselves.
Yeah, it's easy to forget that we're not just like watching all this happen. We're actually part of it. We're shaping our reality with the words we speak and the sounds we create.
Exactly. Every word we say, every song we hear, every sound we make, it all adds to the symphony of energy that's all around us. And that symphony is constantly interacting with our bodies, our minds, and the world. It's like this crazy feedback loop.
Whoa. Yeah. That's a pretty deep thought. It really makes you want to be more mindful of the sounds and words you put out there.
Absolutely. Remember what we talked about before? The tongue has the power of life and death.
Yeah, that's a powerful one.
If we believe that words and sounds can heal and inspire, we have to acknowledge that they can also hurt and destroy.
It's like a reminder that we have this huge responsibility. We have this amazing power to shape our reality, and it's up to us to use it wisely.
Exactly. And the coolest thing is we're still learning so much. We're really just at the beginning of understanding the true power of sound and words. Who knows what amazing discoveries are waiting for us?
I can't wait to find out. So what's the one thing you want our listeners to walk away with today? What's the big takeaway?
I would say pay attention to the sounds and words you encounter today. Just notice how they make you feel, how they affect your energy, how they influence your thoughts. And then try to surround yourself with the sounds and words that lift you up, that inspire you, that support you. You have the power to create a better reality for yourself and for the world around you.
That's an amazing message. Thank you so much for taking us on this deep dive. It's been an incredible journey.
My pleasure. It's been fun.
I feel like I'm looking at the world in a whole new light now.
Me too. There's so much magic out there when you really start to pay attention.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Until next time, keep exploring and keep listening to the world around you with open ears and an open mind.
Hold on. Although we're AI generated and yes, might make mistakes, errors, and occasional inaccuracies, the evidence surrounding the power of words is undeniable. And while this channel is purely for fun and entertainment, remember to be kind and positive towards the people and the world around you. The words we speak have an impact, so why not choose to spread positivity? If you found this topic as mind-blowing as I did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives and thought-provoking topics for curious minds. And remember, your words hold power, so speak with intention. Thanks for watching.